Mr. and Mrs. Franklin Gibbs, 3 days and 2 nights, all expenses paid at a Las Vegas hotel, won by the virtue of Mrs. Gibbs' knack with a phrase. But unbeknownst to either Mr. or Mrs. Gibb, the fact is that there is a prize in their package neither expected nor bargained for. In just a moment, one of them will succumb to an illness worse than any virus can procure. A most inoperable, deadly, life-shattering affliction known as the fever. That is the intro to the Twilight Zone episode, The Fever. That has nothing to do with this episode. Welcome to the very first episode of Bison Talk. It's really the second, but I'm going to say it's the first, and it's the first to be released. It's also homecoming week, so we have a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me welcome on Jacob and Lyia.
Hello.
Hello. How are we doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
That's good, that's good, that's good. Lyia, sorry for mispronouncing your name earlier. How are you doing?
Good, I'm doing good.
Lyia, not Lyia. Lyia.
Yes.
Yes. So, how are we doing today?
Good.
Good?
Doing good. Went to work today.
Where do you work?
I work at the water treatment plant.
Oh.
Yeah, I mow grass, dig a hole if they tell me to, stuff like that.
That's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What about you? What do you do for work?
I work, I do organ donation.
Oh.
Yeah, so I take out people's corneas.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and then different tissues. I mean, I'm being trained on tissue, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Nice. What year are you guys?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore?
I'm a freshman this year.
I'm a freshman. I'm also a sophomore. And you guys know me. I'm your world famous Henry Peterson Raddock. First, middle, and last name. Coming at you live from the Bison Information Network studio on the second floor of the Union. And when I mean live, I mean pre-recorded. Because that's what we do here. You may be noticing that we're on the main stage today for our wonderful episode. Which normally we would be audio only. Which we're still going to be audio. But now we're video. You can go there. There. And there. And even up there. And we can do it. Addie is at my full beck and whim, and she can also ruin this broadcast if she wanted to. So let's all give a round of applause for Addie in the studio. You can't see her, but she's there. Okay. What do you want to talk about? Nothing?
You're the host, man. Up to you.
I know I'm the host, but...
I thought you were supposed to have something planned for this.
I could. Let me... talk amongst yourselves for like a quick second.
I mean, I got a couple ideas if you need some.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to start off a little wacky?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about conspiracy theories?
Hate them.
Hate them?
Yeah.
Meaning...
Meaning that he thinks they're real, but he's scared of it.
Ooh.
I mean, why else would you hate something?
What do you hate about conspiracy theories?
I hate that somehow some of them are just way out there in terms of scope.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it really you being afraid of it? Like, in your subconscious mind. You're actually scared that they're real.
Why am I getting, like, Freud therapy right now? I didn't sign up for this.
If there was one conspiracy theory that you wanted to be real or you hope is real, what would it be?
That is a very hard question, because there's a couple that I can't think of on the top. You know when someone asks you, what's your favorite book, and then you just forget about every single book you've ever written? Oh, no, not written, read. It's kind of like that. I can't pick any off the top of my head.
Calvin and Hobbes, Homicidal Psycho Jungle Cat.
What's that?
It's Calvin and Hobbes comic by Bill Watterson. You know?
Yeah, I know Bill Watterson.
I love Calvin and Hobbes.
Mm-hmm. What's the theory? What's the conspiracy theory?
No, that was just a book I like.
Oh. I thought it was like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, like he was.
Like,
No.
It's something else. No,
No.
I have no idea.
No, that's just a book I like.
Yeah, I thought we were on the topic of what's your favorite conspiracy theory, and then
Well, my favorite conspiracy theory, and this is kind of just one that I'm kind of just making up, but also kind of real. It's the fact that they filmed a fake moon landing, just in case they failed to make it to the moon.
That's crazy.
Is that true?
I don't know.
I mean, you got the
I mean, they
laptop.
made a movie about it,
I mean, it's like there's AI now, and like you could basically do anything.
but that's not AI in 1969. They've proven that it's harder to fake the moon landing than it was to actually go to the moon. The joke is, they tried to fake the moon landing, but they found it was too hard, so they actually went to the moon.
Yeah,
That-
yeah, I've heard that before.
You know what
Do you have
mine
opinions
is?
on the moon landing?
No, I believe the moon landing.
Okay,
I
good.
think that, I mean, because wasn't the moon landing, or the space race, it was it the USSR?
It was the
or-
USSR versus the United States of
Yep.
America.
And I feel like it was important to kind of show technological dominance over the
Yeah.
other, and that's why the space race, because is the USSR and the Soviet Union the same thing?
Yes.
Or, okay.
It's also known as Russia.
Okay, I'm not a great history guy, but
You're talking to a guy who loves that kind of
Really?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I love history.
because Russia put the first cosmonaut in space, right?
Yes, Yuri
But
Gagarin. I'm fairly certain I
Yeah.
butchered that name, but it was Yuri Gagarin.
What's the space dog?
Laika.
Laika
was the first space dog. I know a lot about the space race, people.
I love space.
Yep.
So,
Russia, we got a lot of firsts, but including first man on the moon. They also got a lot of firsts. Like, first thing in space, first man, first dog.
First thing in space.
Yeah, the Sputnik.
I see.
Mm-hmm. It was a ball with 4 antennas.
are you sure Sputnik wasn't Russian?
It was Russian. I just said it was
I
Russian.
thought you said we.
No.
Oh,
Sputnik
gotcha,
was
okay.
Russian.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sputnik was 100% Russian.
Yep.
You know what my favorite conspiracy theory is?
What?
I actually did not even know it was a conspiracy theory when I heard it because I thought it was real. So there's one friend of mine who's in the army. She told me that they give like shots in people's, like in their butt. And she told me that there was like testosterone blockers. Like the
Oh.
men got testosterone blockers, and I believed that for so long.
I've
then-
never heard about that.
And then I told another friend of mine, I'm like, yeah, I would never go to the army because they like give all the men testosterone blockers. Why would they do
Okay.
that? Right?
I don't know if someone's pulling your leg. That just doesn't seem practical
Yeah,
to me.
wouldn't that-
Wouldn't they want to boost the testosterone in men
I feel
if
like-
they're training them to fight in war?
I feel like that would prevent muscle growth.
Yeah.
even if they,
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I was so convinced, right? So I was telling someone else about this, and they were like, no, it's penicillin. What are you talking about?
That makes sense. Because I know I had a history teacher that in when he was in the army, because he graduated college early, so he joined the army, as one does. And apparently, when you first get in there, if you didn't, you're required to have your vaccinations, like all of them.
Yeah.
And so instead of giving them like one at a time, they just do all of them, and they shoot you with this like gun, like air-powered gun, straight
Yeah.
into the arm. And some of these guys would walk out, their arms just bleeding from this like air gun as they walk out, like
Yeah.
from like as they're being like admitted.
Yeah.
kind of to your point on, or just you mentioned penicillin. I was thinking about something kind of along those lines earlier. So you know how natural selection works, right? Where you
Yeah.
have, you have physical traits that animals survive,
Yep.
and humans were subject to natural selection, and I was thinking about it. Do you think that humans aren't at their, I guess, evolutionary best due to modern medicine and our ability to kind of save people's lives? Because the people who are, quote unquote, weaker than others, they have the ability to be saved by medicine so that they don't die off and their traits are still passed on if they reproduce, or what I mean?
Personally, and this is coming from a Catholic who's like told not to believe in evolution, but still kind of does.
Yep.
I think it's more of the effect of like people. I think anything that goes into evolution will force something to evolve, including medicine. I think that's just a part of our natural evolution. Now, it's maybe not what nature intended, but it's what's happening.
Gotcha.
And I think with natural selection, it's outside factors that determine which level proceeds, and medicine is this generation's outside factor, which allowed it to proceed. Do not quote me on any of this. I am not a scientist. I am a sophomore vocal music education major. Talk to me about Igor Stravinsky, and I will give you all the facts I know.
No, I think it actually might make them like weaker, because natural selection kind of like natural selection kind of went on the fact that people had to like fight to survive, right? Or they had to have the best trait to survive.
Yep.
Well, if you're giving everybody the same kind of meds and making it super accessible, it becomes more of like, oh, do you have the money to buy the med to make it accessible than like good traits? Because like if you're rich and you have like really bad genes, you're still gonna survive.
And I feel like your like financial ability to afford modern medicine that doesn't really require certain genetics. That's more, I guess, like work ethic and how you grow up and where you grow up and like your circumstances and stuff like that.
And now we've entered late stage capitalism. So moving on from late stage what a transition from evolution to late stage capitalism to Buzzfeed quizzes.
Buzzfeed quizzes, is that your topic?
That's my topic that I've decided. It's either that or bugs.
Is that or bugs?
There's that or bugs.
Which Disney princess are you?
Wait. Can I guess your relationship status? I love how sometimes out of the box and absurd. We might do one of these, and then we might do a clickhole article, because those are so much fun. Are you shaking your head no in the window?
What's a clickhole article?
Oh, you will find out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you, Lyia,
Okay.
some questions.
Okay.
This is gonna be, can I guess your relationship status based on the vintage date you plan?
Okay.
First, where are you going? Are you going to a diner? Are you going bowling? Are you going to a picnic or a walk in the park? Or are you going to the movies? So put this in your mind. You're a teenager living in a medium-sized town in 1956.
Okay.
Yes.
A diner.
A diner, okay.
Kind of gives me like Stranger Things vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which flowers would you receive or give? Roses, tulips, mixed flowers, or something hand-picked?
Something hand-picked.
Something hand-picked. Oh, right, yeah, there we go. Which car are you guys driving in? And I have 4 cars here.
Pictures of the cars.
Yes, let me show our camera real quick. This is kind of what the 4 cars. I don't think they can see it. It's fine. So we got like a T-bird, a Thunderbird. Oh yeah, there we go. Like a beetle and then like a pink something. Yep. Which one?
This one.
The pink one.
Yeah.
Got it.
Pink.
Which milkshake would you share? Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, or we're having our own? Like 2 different milkshakes.
Well, definitely 2 different milkshakes.
2 different milkshakes. Okay. Which sunset will you watch? We have a sunset on the ocean, a sunset on like a mountain, a sunset on another ocean with a hill, and then a sunset in like the desert.
Can I see the pictures?
Yes, here you go. What a riveting time.
I think they all have water.
Well, that one doesn't.
Well, we're not watching that.
Oh.
Watch the one with water. I think this one, the pink one.
Okay, so she let me describe the scene. Water, a bit of hills in the distance, cloudy day, sunrise, sun setting, and it's
Pink
like
color.
pink. It's like pink. Which cheesy pickup line will you use?
Oh my gosh.
And let me see if I can get my cheesiest, suaviest accent on. I like to take you to the movies, but they don't let you bring your own snacks in. No pen, no paper, but you still draw my attention. Are you alone? 'Cause you got my interest. Are you tired? 'Cause you've been running through my mind all day.
Maybe the last one.
The last one? Are you tired because you've been running through my mind all day? Okay.
Well,
share a dinner together. Cucumber melts, meatloaf and potatoes, patty melts, or chili cheese fries.
Say that again. Cucumber.
Cucumber sandwiches, meatloaf and potatoes, patty melts, which are like a grilled cheese with a burger in it, or chili cheese fries.
We're having burgers at the diner.
We're having the patty melts.
No, we're not having that.
Well, that's all the options are.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's the closest thing as a patty melt.
Okay.
Choose the way to end the night. Promise each other to get together sometime soon. Take the scenic route on the drive home for some more time together. Kiss each other goodnight. Or leave my telephone number with them so they call for another date.
So this is not a boyfriend then. This is like
Well, this is just a date. It's trying to guess your relationship status based on the options you choose.
Why would I kiss them goodnight if they're just a date? Like, we went on the first date.
I don't know. It was the 50s. It was a crazy time.
Oh. Maybe I'll, leave my telephone number with them.
Leave my telephone number with them. It's complicated. Sometimes it feels like they're the one. Sometimes you're not sure if it will work out. I don't mean to get a little too real, but you're in love. It's just complicated. Is that true?
No.
It is not true, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here.
So this one sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Some of these aren't the greatest. Sorry, BuzzFeed, if you're watching this. Don't hate us.
Maybe you should try it on him. Maybe it'll work better.
Yeah, well, you want to do the same one?
Or maybe
Guess
we'll
your
do
relationship status?
We'll do
Should
like
we
a similar one.
To switch it up, should we do I'll do one.
Wait a minute. I just found possibly the funniest one I've ever seen.
What?
Eat at Auntie Anne's to find out which Disney princess would be your BFF.
Absolutely.
We are doing that one.
Okay.
Okay. Pick a pretzel. Original.
You mind if I read them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Original, sweet almond, pepperoni, or cinnamon sugar.
We're going original. We're putting a little bit of mustard on them.
Let me see how much batter I have left. I got 7%. I got enough. Pick some pretzel nuggets. Mini pretzel dogs, cinnamon sugar nuggets, original nuggets, or pepperoni nuggets.
What are pretzel nuggets?
They're like little pretzel bites.
Okay, gotcha. We're gonna say mini pretzel dogs because that sounds good.
Oh, they are really good. I love mini pretzel dogs. Pick a lemonade. Original, strawberry, blue raspberry, or mango.
Strawberry lemonade all the way.
I was gonna say,
Strawberry lemonade.
There's a right answer for that.
Yeah. Okay. Pick a frozen drink. Frozen lemonade, frozen mango mixer, frozen blue lemonade raspberry, frozen blue raspberry mixer, or frozen strawberry mixer.
We're going frozen blue raspberry mixer.
Okay.
The only mango thing I've ever enjoyed are the dried mangoes. Those things are so delicious.
Have you ever had a good champagne mango?
I don't even know.
They're the
what that
ones from the
is.
Philippines.
I've never had one, no.
I will bring one in and cut one up. On camera.
I'll try it. Don't promise I'll like it.
No, like an actual
not
mango.
They're not like hard like normal mangoes are. They're soft. Pick a sauce. Cheese, sweet glaze, honey mustard, or marinara.
Cheese all the way.
Ah, my man.
You're a
That
bell.
was the
Okay, that was
worst.
good. No, let's go fist bump instead. All right, thank you.
Your best friend is Belle.
What does Belle do?
She marries the beast.
Yeah.
I guess you're the beast.
Oh no, my mic.
Whew.
Okay.
It's fine. It's okay.
You're
He's actually a prince that got cursed. So
Ooh, I feel like I would be the singing teapot.
Mrs. Potts,
Is that her name?
Angela Lansbury.
I've seen that movie maybe one time in my whole life.
Yeah, it's Angela Lansbury as Mrs. Potts.
I'm Mrs. Potts then.
I'll be the cupboard.
The Audrey McDonald character from the remake. Sorry, I know only
don't know.
Broadway actresses. I know a lot of Broadway actresses. Audrey McDonald was in that movie in the remake. Angela Lansbury was in the original. Anyways, you're a compassionate individual who spends a lot of time in solitude. But your head is in a book when you're not out looking for others.
That's scary how accurate that is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Dang. Alright, and this is what I'm going to have you do for me. Which one wants it? Rock, paper, scissors.
So, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
So, you get it? Okay. Pick a random one, but don't tell me the title and don't show me anything.
Oh, we're doing it on you?
We're doing blind. I'm going in this blind.
Okay.
Sticks.
yeah, I got you. Are you ready?
No.
Okay.
All right. Was that 3?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, wait,
No,
hold
it's
up.
1.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yay! I won.
Okay, we can do like a which celebrity is older.
Wait, no,
Oh, I'm not supposed
you're
to
not
tell
supposed to
you.
tell me!
Ah, okay, you know what? We'll just pick another one.
I want to do a personality quiz right now.
You want a
Okay.
personality one?
Yes.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is homecoming weekend. What are people doing? What are you doing for homecoming?
I have no homecoming plans, but I do plan on going to the football game. That's about it.
Sick.
I'm going to sing at the homecoming game. You see me in the choir,
All right.
singing the national anthem. Because we do every year.
Are you doing a solo?
No. It's the choir doing it.
Do like give us like preview.
Review the national anthem?
Yeah.
Yeah, sing.
Do you want the tenor part?
The high part.
The soprano part? I can sing tenor.
Okay, do it.
That's what I did. Oh, say can... No, that's not right. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming. That's all you're getting. Go to the homecoming game to find out more.
I was in choir in middle school, and the way that my choir teacher was a beast. I liked him a lot. He was really nice. But the way that he had the class set up was he had the tenors and the altos and just all the different
Yeah.
whatever that's called, the parts. They would go practice up by his piano individually, and while you weren't practicing, you were just sitting in the bleachers or sitting in the
Risers.
just auditorium doing nothing.
All right.
And I really liked the parts where he did nothing, but I didn't like going up. I didn't like going up and singing. So I started just using that period as a study hall and like stopped going. But you had to go to the concert to get credit. So one of the concerts I went, this was like probably 7th grade or 6th grade. I went to one of the concerts without going to a choir for months beforehand. So I
Was
pretty
it the
much.
musical memorized?
It wasn't a musical. It was
No,
just.
was the music memorized?
Oh, absolutely not. I didn't know a single song we were singing.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. It was a good time though.
That sounds great. I have a bunch of choir stories. Tell me.
So, you're gonna pick baby names.
Oh!
Yeah.
All right, choose the name. We have Adam, Amanda.
I'll ask
Okay.
you. All right. Choose a name. It's Adam, Amanda, Aiden, Ariana, Andrew, and Ashley.
I want Aiden.
Aiden.
Aiden sticks out to me.
Nice. Now, so you have to you have to choose a baby name for every letter.
Oh, okay. So 26 questions.
Yeah. So now, Bethany, Benjamin, Brooklyn, Brad, Bailey, Bryce.
Bethany.
Cool.
I like that name.
I'll go with Brad. Now, a C name. Carter, Charlie, Caleb, Clara, Chad, and Ciara or Kiara. I don't know.
I like Caleb. No, not Caleb. Charlie. I like Charlie.
Charlie's a good name.
Sorry, Caleb. I don't know if you're going to watch this. I might share it on our group chat, but I'm sorry. I like Charlie better.
Okay. Diana, David, Danielle, Damien, Dahlia, and Dallas.
I like Dahlia because it's close to Dolly, but also Dahlia from Beetlejuice.
I don't know who that is. Emmett, Eliza, Elliot, Emma, Easton, and Elias.
I like Eliza
Eliza.
from My Fair Lady.
Faith, Frank, Felicity, Felix, Fiona, and Francis.
Frank.
Frank.
I like Frank.
Gordon, Gianna, Gabriel, Grace, Gavin, Genesis.
Genesis. I like Genesis.
Harley, Hayden, Haley, Henry, Hazel, Hudson.
Hazel.
How do you have the processing speed to like pick one
I
that
just
you
latch
like?
onto a name and ignore all the others.
What's your... Okay, Isaac, Isabel, Ian, Ivy, Isaiah, and Isla.
I like Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Julia, Joel, Jenny, Joshua, Jordan, James.
I like Joshua.
Caden, Caitlin, Kevin, Kennedy, Kingston, Cora.
Ooh, Kennedy.
I like Cora.
Ira.
Lily, Lewis, Lyia. You gotta pick Lyia. Landon, Layla, and Logan.
I'm gonna have to say Landon.
Okay. That's fine. Michael, Mia, Mason, Maya, Maverick, and Madison.
I like Madison. I do like Maverick, but it's too new wave for me. I hate the parents who name their kids like they think of a cute baby name and don't realize that kid is gonna be an adult. So it's like, this is my baby, Junama.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just a series of letters I said. I don't know why.
Noah, Nyla, Nick, Natalie, and Noah.
Say them again.
Noah, not Noah, but like Noea, Noah.
Noah.
Yeah, Nolan, Nyla, Nick, Natalie, and Noah.
I like Nyla.
Nyla. Oliver, Olivia, Owen, Ophelia, Oakley, Odessa.
I like Ophelia.
Parker, Philip, Paige, Peter, Penny, Paxton.
Paxton.
Quinlan, Quinn, Quasim, Queen, Quentin, Quayla.
It's like Quentin, because the other ones don't sound like names.
Quinn's a name.
I know Quinn, but like
Yeah, everything else.
Queen.
Yeah.
I want to name my daughter Queen.
Rihanna, Ryan, Reed, Richard, River, and Rowan.
I like Rowan.
Rowan.
Oh yeah. Sorry to anyone out there named Queen. Sorry, Queen Latifah.
Samuel, Sage, Silas, Sarah, Steve, and
I
Sophia.
like Silas. Yeah, we're really far into this.
Taylor, Tristan, Talia, Thomas, Tiana, and Tanner.
I like Talia.
Omar, Ulysses, Urban, Uriel, Uriah, Adita.
I like Araya.
I feel like it also depends on how I'm pronouncing the name.
Yeah. I like Araya.
Victoria, Vance, Vivian, Valen, Vanessa, and Valentino.
I will 100% be going with Victoria.
Villa, William, Willow, Warren, Wendy, and Walker.
William?
William.
Oh! W. I'll do William. I
William?
like William. I thought you said William, and I'm like, William? That's a fun name.
Xavier, Zamara, Xander, Zena, Xandro, and Xandra.
I like Xavier.
They're X.
Yeah, no, I saw.
Okay, Yolanda, Yahir, Yasmin, Yosef, Yara, and
Say the
Yale.
first one again?
Yolanda.
I like Yolanda.
Zane, Zara, Zion, Zoe, Zachary, and Zora.
I like Zoe.
Zoe? Okay, you're a mango.
What?
You're bubbly and eccentric. You tend to be the life of the party.
I like the choose one baby name per letter to discover your fruity personality. That is borderline slur. First off, borderline slur.
Didn't I pick a good one?
You did that. really hit me with that. Oh my god, it's so funny. Mango.
I think it's funny how he was just like shitting on mangoes.
And then it's just, well, I was
It's like, you're a mango.
It's good. I like being a mango or having the fruity personality.
I
of
like being a mango.
Fruity. I like having the fruity personality of a mango. I'm bubbly and eccentric, and I tend to be the life of the party, which was very true. Hopefully, Addie could back me up on that. I'm getting no answer.
Okay.
Okay. Now, time for the fun part. I'm going to go on clickhole.com,
Clickle.
and you guys will be deciding together. I'm not going to tell you what this is. You'll be deciding together what your response will be.
Okay.
Okay.
So there'll be a lot of debate here.
What do you know what clickhole.com is?
You
No.
will
Do
find
you?
out the
I have no
second
idea.
I tell you. No, that's not what I want.
Okay, I thought you was gonna make us do that.
The MI gay test. Oh no, my microphone fully fell out of its holder. Oh no. There we go.
Cool.
Sorry, Addie. Been a lot of technical difficulties. I'm probably gonna keep all of this in, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Is that good? Okay, good. Okay. Let me find a good quiz.
He's looking. Why are you hiding it from me?
There's 87 pages I could choose from.
Bro. What does that remote do?
It controls the slideshow on the graphics computer.
I do think all the listeners are going to enjoy the blank, empty space with absolutely nothing going on.
Yeah.
So you guys
We
gonna
should
talk
talk about
amongst
bugs.
yourself.
Bugs?
Yeah.
How do you feel about spiders?
Personally?
I just love spiders.
Depends
Spiders
on
are
spider.
like my favorite animal ever.
Okay, seriously?
No.
Spiders, yes or no?
No.
Why?
Because, so we would like, so I was born in Dubai and I grew up over there. So like every summer vacation, I would go back home to like India to like see my grandparents, right? And so we had like a house over there, and we like no one lives in there because we lived in Dubai. So like we were there year round, and we would just go like once a year, and it was pretty empty. And when we got back, they would just like quick clean all the rooms and just like, you know, make everything pretty, and we would go in. The only problem was that since you like haven't lived there for a while, it's kind of like a foresty place, and it rains a lot. So like these huge spiders crawl up the bathroom vents,
Yep.
right? And then they just like come up when you're showering because no one's like been using it for a while. And then when water goes down the drain, they just like come up.
Because they don't like it.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of spiders?
I don't know. I know
Like-
it was like this big this one time, and then
Yeah.
I was just like, oh shoot. So we're like in the bathroom, you're taking a shower, you can't even run out.
Yeah.
You're like, I mean, most of the time they're like harmless. They just sit in a corner.
Yeah.
But,
I like spiders.
I love spiders too.
Really?
Unless the
Yep.
venomous ones.
Absolutely. Like I'm a spider supporter all the way. Just
What?
because, like, to me, I don't understand why spiders are so hated, whereas like butterflies are so loved. When
I
you
don't
know,
like butterflies either.
I like them.
So,
like, why don't you like butterflies?
because they like fly. I mean, I prefer spiders over butterflies.
Really?
Yeah, because like butterflies have like an unlimited range of motion. You cannot predict when they're gonna come at you. But for spiders, they can only move in so and so direction. So like as long as you're far enough, you can like predict if they're gonna come near you.
Yeah.
But like, can you do that with butterflies?
But also, a butterfly is just gonna, fly past you. You can maybe admire it a little and let it go
No,
by.
it's kind of like saying a bee's just gonna fly by you and you can just admire it.
Yeah. No, they do.
No, bees are scary too. I
But-
don't know why you like insects. I don't like any of them.
Because I like butterflies and bees because they're pollinators, and then I like spiders because they're cool, and all the different types are sick. I think spinning a web is cool, like making your own house out of your butt. I think that's pretty sick. Yeah, out of your thorax or abdomen, whatever it's called. And then you also use your house to like catch like other bugs, and to me like spiders usually eat like the pest bugs like gnats and flies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think that they're really important for keeping like a balanced ecosystem, especially around like gardens. Like, are you familiar with garden spiders? Like North Dakota garden spiders? That's how I
No.
know them. They're like big. They're honestly the biggest spiders I've ever seen. They're black and yellow. And when I was little, I used to go out to my mom's garden and catch crickets and toss them into the garden spider web,
No.
and the garden spider would instantly go wrap the cricket up and save it for later to eat, and I thought that was so cool.
Oh wow,
But-
really? We had a poem that was like a spider and a fly. I remember that in like high school, and you had to like. So what it said was it had a conversation between the spider and the fly, and how the spider kind of tricked the fly into coming into the web, saying that it's like really nice here and like pretty here. You should come and like just hang out here for a little bit, and then ends up eating them.
Yeah,
So.
that honestly to me sounds like anti-spider propaganda. That's another thing is like there's so many bugs that people like ladybugs, for example. People don't really have a problem with ladybugs, but people have a huge problem with spiders, and I just think that's because it's the general consensus to dislike spiders, and then you have ladybugs, which are generally liked and admired by people, and because they're.
Well-
Is it a thing where if you blow a ladybug off your finger, it's good luck?
I
Is that
have
a
no
thing?
idea.
I feel like
I'm
I've
trying
heard
to
of
get
that.
to this
Yeah.
quiz.
Oh,
Wait,
have
so
you had
like-
it up for a while now?
Oh, one more thing. But like ladybugs are like tiny. Spiders can be like huge. Like if the
That's right.
spider's like this small, I've seen like really like slender spiders.
Yep.
Like they're super like small. And they're kind of like big like mosquitoes, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Like those are harmless, but I'm talking about like this big hairy black spiders.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I have a thing that I like to say is, imagine there's like a bunny stuck in your house.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna try your best to let it out. You're not gonna stomp on it, right? You're not gonna
Yeah.
stomp on a bunny.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was a spider in your house, most people just kill it,
Yeah.
swat it, stomp on it.
Mm-hmm.
So how come the spider being small and small and more defenseless makes it scarier? That doesn't make sense to me.
Huh. I guess it's because like I don't know. You keep rabbits for pets though.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like saying, why would someone like kill a mosquito and then like not stomp on a dog? Like
Okay, I'm gonna. As much as I love to have a conversation about the morality of killing spiders
And dogs and rabbits.
dogs,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on to this amazing quiz by the lovely people at the Quick Roll. This quiz is entitled, you guys will be working together and deciding together, are you strong enough to eat the loaf of bread you just baked, even though it came out of the oven begging for life?
what?
Okay. I'm into it.
Are you strong enough to eat the loaf of bread you just baked, even though it came out of the oven begging for life?
This is implying that
The bread is, well, like, there's more
but
detail.
This is implying that the bread begging is making eating it less enjoyable. That's what
Yes.
this is.
So, because you just baked a loaf of bread and you were excited to eat it, but when you took it out of the oven, it was talking frantically in a deep, loud voice, pleading you not to eat it so it could live. It sounds really desperate, but also smells delicious, and you're pretty hungry. Are you strong enough to eat the loaf of bread you just baked, even though it came out of the oven begging for life? Take this quiz to find out.
Wait, so that's not a question?
That's not a question.
That's the title
Oh,
or
That's
description?
the it's the blurb.
Well,
Okay.
if that was a question, the answer would be: is it a male voice or a female voice?
Let me move on. The bread is saying things like, please don't eat me. I'm the bread and I want to have a life. I want to experience this beautiful world. I'm a bread from the oven and I want to fall in love and buy a car. I'm the
Sounds like
bread.
a girl.
Want me to do a girl voice?
Yeah.
I'm the bread and I dream when I go to sleep. Do these pleas for life move you to mercy, or do you still want to eat the bread?
Definitely.
Here are your options. Yeah, I still want to eat the bread even though it can feel love. 2, of course not. How can I eat a loaf of bread that can dream? Hearing the bread say these things makes me want to open the window and toss the bread out into the world where it can live its life and be happy. 3, I would compromise with the bread, allow it to learn a little bit about being alive by showing it a Ken Burns baseball documentary. But when the documentary series finished, I would go ahead and eat the bread. You guys are deciding this in tandem.
How many questions are there?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5. 5 questions.
Okay. So the way I'm thinking about it is if a loaf of bread was speaking to me, if not screaming at me, I would be probably pretty fearful. So I'm thinking tossing it out the window would kind of ensure the most suffering to the bread, because like birds and things would be able to pick it apart and eat it slowly, whereas like if I ate the bread, I would probably eat it quicker.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any thoughts?
I would think that if I heard a piece of bread screaming at me, I would drive myself and the bread to the hospital.
But that's not a response. that's not a question. That's not a response.
That should be one.
Well, that's not.
So I think I agree. I think you should toss it out the window.
So you guys both saying toss it out the window?
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, 2, of course not. How can I eat a loaf of bread that can dream? Oh no! The bread is saying that it wants to go to Sarah Lawrence College and study French literature. It keeps weeping and saying, I want to read the Count of Monte Cristo in original French. I love being bread and I'm scared to die. Don't eat me, I'm bread. I'm going to skip this sentence. I'm bread and I want to go to college. Are you heartless enough to deprive the bread of its dream of becoming a literary scholar? 1. Yes. Obviously, bread is for eating. If a loaf of bread got a college degree, it would be a perversion of God's plan. 2. Who am I to stand between a sentient loaf of bread and its academic aspirations? I will do whatever it takes to help. I will do whatever it takes to help get this bread into Sarah Lawrence College. 3. I will compromise by teaching the bread the French word for bread, le pain, and the French word for bonjour, bonjour. Then I will eat the bread. Discuss.
1.
Yeah, 1.
One.
I don't want this. I hate this bread.
You don't want the bread to become a
No.
literary scholar?
No.
You don't want it to read the
No.
original Count of Monte Cristo?
Nope.
Okay. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I suggested it.
Okay. This is funny. A little boy in a sailor suit holding a gigantic lollipop ran into your kitchen and screamed at the top of at the bread. Sorry, and screamed at the bread. Oh, Daddy, 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 oy vey, Daddy. Daddy, I know you, I love you. Oh my God.
What?
Dyslexia. Sorry. Daddy, I love you and it's my birthday. Please live so that you can teach me how to grow a unibrow and how to scale a fish. And the bread is shouting back at the boy, oh, my son, you're one of my 15 children. I have 9 sons and 6 daughters, and all of them are scared because I am bread. I am a loaf of bread, and I love you, son. I want to teach you how to scale a fish and show you the right way to jump into a volcano.
Pause.
Oh, God. I didn't exist until 5 minutes ago. I'm Brett, and my eldest son is 46 who writes music for adaptations of airplane safety demonstrations. There was a word I'm not going to say in there. The little boy in the sailor suit is blowing kisses at the bread, and the bread keeps shouting, one of us is bread and one of us is my son. I love my son because I'm bread. Would you be so cruel to eat this bread and orphan this sweet little boy along with the bread's other 14 children? 1. Yes. I will eat the bread in front of the sun that says, oy vey. Bread should not have children. Only humans and bugs have children. I eat the bread because I'm hungry and I do not want the bread to have a family. 2. Of course not. Who am I to stand in the way of a loaf of bread and this human child who says, oy vey? I will not let the bread raise his family. I will let the bread raise his family in peace. 3. I will let the bread raise its children, but after the last child graduates, I'm going to eat the bread, and I'm also going to eat all the children's bread in case they also taste like bread.
But the son's a boy.
Yes.
So like you're saying that they grow up and become cannibals?
That's not at all what I just said.
Cause they
I
said
will let the bread raise its children, but after the last child graduates, I am going to eat the bread, and I'm also going to eat all the bread's children, just in case they also taste like bread.
so if human flesh tastes like bread.
You will be the cannibal in this scenario. If you pick the third option.
Oh, so you agree. So the last option is pretty much promoting cannibalism.
Yeah. Well, as long as the last child graduates. Just in case they taste like bread.
So, my interest in the schematics of how the bread would reproduce kind of outweighs my hatred for the bread. So I would let it have children and then eat the children.
So 3.
3, yeah.
What do you say?
I'd say I'd just let this one go.
You don't want to have an opinion on this one?
No, like I would say option 2.
Option 2, okay.
Because there's a human child that actually is crazy and thinks that the bread is alive. I might actually just let the kid have it.
Okay.
Yeah, what if... Oh, wait, you said he's an orphan too, right?
Well, no. If you eat the bread, the child will be orphaned.
Oh, yeah.
Because the bread is the child's dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did option... Wait, so is eating the child in option 3? And is the
Eating the children
Yeah.
is the third option.
And the
no
children-
other option you eat the children.
and the children are not bread?
The children are not bread, they're human beings.
Okay. 3. We're going 3.
We had to fight on that because...
Okay.
Okay, we can debate it out. So
Yeah, debate it out.
Can you kind of read through 2 and 3 again?
Okay. Of course not. Who am I to stand in the way of a loaf of bread and his human child who says, oy vey? I will let the bread raise his family in peace. That's what she wants.
Just absolutely not. Like,
You are.
Well-
I will let the bread raise its children, but after the last child graduates college, I'm going to eat the bread, and I'm also going to eat all of the bread's children, just in case they also taste like bread.
We can make a deal here. I have the loaf of bread, and you can have all the children.
okay, done. 3.
Perfect.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was easy.
Why does my mic keep falling off? Maybe the worst episode of Bison Talk I've ever put on. That's not saying anything. I love y'all.
We got to be positive. It's season 2, baby.
Yeah, this is season 2.
It's the this actually might be the best episode. So
The bread just belched and said, I want to kill an endangered rhinoceros. Does this change anything whether or not you want to eat it?
What are the options?
can you look up the value of ivory real quick? Just
Okay, give me 1 sec. I want to give you the options first, and then I'll look up the price of ivory.
okay.
I don't care one way or another. I just want to eat the bread. I don't want the rhinoceros to die, but it's still wrong to stand in the way of the bread's dreams by killing it. I would let the bread burp and kill animals. It's only right. I would compromise by eating the bread and then killing the rhinoceros myself.
Oh, that's a good one. Actually, yeah.
All right, and now to get on a government watch list.
I think we have our options.
Yeah, do we even need to hear the other
Yeah.
ones?
A pound of ivory fetching as much as $1,500 on the black market.
Nice. Yeah.
A given ivory sells for approximately 3,300 dollars per pound.
You know what else we could do? Like have the bread, kill the rhino, and then get the ivory and then eat it. So like
Eat the ivory.
Ivory?
Eat the $1,000.
not eat the ivory, eat the bread after it gets the ivory.
Yeah, it's like I would compromise by eating the bread and then killing my rhinoceros myself.
No. The other option, the one before that or something.
I don't want the rhinoceros to die, but it's wrong to stand in the way of the bread's dreams by killing it. I would
No.
let the bread burp and kill animals. It's only right.
No. That's it. That's all the
I
options.
don't think letting the bread kill animals is ethical.
So you're gonna say I don't care. So the options are.
The last one. We agree on the last one.
So you would compromise by eating the bread
Yeah.
and then killing the rhinoceros
Yes.
yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Putting it through. Okay.
What's the
Last question.
result? Oh.
A ray of blinding light just appeared in your kitchen. When it faded, a glorious angel from heaven was standing there, beckoning to the bread. The angel pointed to the bread and said, "You are the bread. You are a child of God." And the bread shouted back, "I am the bread and Christ is my master." The angel said, "Oh, you're the big fat bread and you are full of the Holy Spirit of the Lord." Then the bread said, "I am the bread from the oven, and I wish to live a life of prayer and good works." Then the angel kissed the bread and whispered, "God loves you, Mr. Bread." Its wings made a buzzing noise like a bug. Then the angel opened your kitchen window and flew away. His wings made a buzzing noise like a bug. Do you still want to eat the bread after learning that God blessed it with a soul?
Yes.
Oh, this is possibly one of the most controversial things I'm ever going to say. Yeah, that's fine. I'll still eat the bread. Listening to God is optional. How could I devour a child of God? This makes me want to take the bread to a church so we can pray together, and then I will send the bread into a forest so that it can live its life the way God intended. Or I would compromise by eating the bread while watching the 700 Club.
What's a 700 club?
Let me look that up.
So
It's a Christian broadcasting network.
Oh.
I think it's like televangelism.
So I will personally draw the line at killing and eating human children and a rhinoceros. But when it comes to religion, I will plead the fifth out of respect. So this one's up to you.
Is that all the options?
Do you want to listen to God or do you want to kill the bread?
Is that all the options?
Why does my mic keep falling out?
Is that all the options?
Yes, that is all the options.
So the question is, you said the wings of the angel flapped like bug. Like
That's
a
not
bug?
that's not part of your options.
No. That's a clarifying question.
Yes, it is. They did.
So,
The wings made a buzzing noise like a bug.
So did you hear this, or did the bread tell you this happened?
No. You heard it. Because the
You
angel
saw it?
flew out the kitchen. You saw this happen with your own eyes.
What kind of bread is it?
Let me show you the picture.
There's a picture?
Yeah,
Oh.
it looks like this.
Huh. That looks good.
That's what the bread looks like. Would you eat this bread now that I'm showing you a picture of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom makes sourdough occasionally, whenever she gets a starter going, and she makes the best sourdough. And she has grapevines, so we go pick grapes, and then she makes like jelly, and
Nice.
so it's homemade sourdough with homemade jelly, and it is just delicious. Like,
And does it look like
sourdough
that?
beg for life after you bake it?
no,
Okay.
no, it doesn't.
Okay, so your options are, yeah, that's fine. I'll still eat the bread. Listening to God is optional.
Yes.
How can I devour a child of God? This makes me want to take the bread to a church so we can pray together, and then I will send the bread into the forest so that it can live its life the way God intended. 3, I would compromise by eating the bread while watching the 700 Club.
The third option.
Okay. All 5 questions completed. Let's
Is there
see.
no result?
Yeah, there's a result.
Okay.
You would eat the bread, but you would feel bad about it.
Really?
Okay, pretty interesting. According to the results of this quiz, you would definitely eat the loaf of bread that was begging for its life, but you would feel very guilty about it. You do your best to give the bread a good life for around 20 minutes, and then you would kill the bread by eating it. You would slice up the bread, and it would shriek in agony. You would feel an ache in your heart, but that wouldn't stop you from slicing up the bread all the way and devouring it while it begged you to stop. You'd start crying while the dying bread screams things like, "Let me see my children before I die. I'm the bread and I never got to write poetry." But through your tears, you would spread some butter on the bread and eat the bread while it screamed. And then for the rest of your life, you would have nightmares when you would see the bread on the street and the bread would say, "I wanted to fly in a hot air balloon, but you ate me. It's not an ideal situation, but at least you got to eat some bread." Nice job.
And the rhinoceros and the children, right?
Yeah, you would eat the bread and then once you would weigh it. Oh, according to this,
What?
according to your options, you ate the bread after after the 15th child graduated college. You ate the bread cheerfully, and then proceeded to go around to every single
Bread children. No.
child of the bread.
Human child.
Every single human child of the bread, ate them, went to Africa, killed a rhinoceros.
How is a rhinoceros in Africa?
I don't know.
Does the question say that?
No, maybe went to the zoo. I don't have clarifying questions on these. It's a clickhole article. By the way, have you guys figured out what clickhole is yet?
No.
BuzzFeed Part
It's
2.
Yeah.
is
it's
that-
Buzz. It's do you know the Onion?
No.
Onion is a
that's what I'm
satire news network.
Mm-hmm.
They post a lot of satire.
Mm-hmm.
The clickhole is the Onion's BuzzFeed.
Oh.
So you get such things like one of my absolute favorite articles. 5 times the animatronic fox on Splash Mountain addressed me by name and told me he was going to marry my dad.
What?
Sorry, I was getting a Snapchat message. Yeah. Men who used to be men. 5 ways men were more like men when they were men. Get used to it. 5 reasons I ain't leaving the sewer. Those are all articles.
I've seen a couple Onion articles like pop up just on my, feed, on Instagram or whatever it may be. And I honestly, at this point, have to double check if it's a real article. It's surprising how similar the Onion is kind of becoming to,
Actual news.
Actual news.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave that episode there. Thank you guys so much for joining that incessant nonsense that I put these guys through. I'm going to start with you. Anything you want to plug? Instagram? Any show?
What?
Anything? Just anything you want to plug.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, what's your name?
Lyia.
Leah. Thank you. Say it to the camera.
Lyia?
Yep. What about you?
You can find me at Jacob Ryder somewhere on Instagram. I don't know my Instagram. And then you can find my YouTube channel where I make short films, little animations, just anything fun and creative that I feel like doing. I post every other month or more. You can find that at Jacob Ryder Productions on YouTube. So.
And I am Henry Roddock. You can find me on Instagram if you look up my name. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to tune in next week for another thrilling episode of Bison Talk, where we hopefully won't get into dribble like we got into this episode. And also catch the Bin main channel show, which should be up soon. With that, bye-bye!